boys. So lots of nootropics to pick from 2024. Seems like every company has one. This one hit the scene a little bit ago. I may be a little late bloomer to it. Xtremis Cartel, man, they always come out with some strong, memorable, characteristic products, man. And this is their nootropic, man. Some of you guys may have heard about this. I heard it was a hitter, stem junkie level. Let's talk about it. Y'all stay tuned. Yo, it's Drug-Free Dansby, and today I have Magico Nootropic by Xtremis Cartel. What's this thing about, man? Before we get going, hit that like button, leave a comment, let's interact, man. Subscribe to the channel, hit over to Instagram and TikTok, man. Let's interact, man. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for the person listening. I'm doing it for the person struggling. I'm doing it for the fitness enthusiast and the pre-workout nerd, supplement nerd like myself. We're all on the same level playing field when it comes to this channel, man, and that's why I love it, dude. All we have is today, right? You know, I have the same amount of sobriety as the next man. I don't care if he has 30 years or 30 minutes or 30 days, whatever. All I have is today. And the big book says that I'm only promised a daily reprieve contingent on the maintenance of my spiritual condition. So what does that mean, man, right? So if I have cancer, right, there's treatment for it, there's medication I can take. Well, with the disease of alcoholism and addiction, there's treatment for it, but there's not necessarily a cure. What happens when we go through the 12 steps of AA is we recover from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. So I don't agree with the people that are 20, 30 years saying I am a recovering alcoholic. What happened for me is I recovered from that seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. I'm not an active alcoholic anymore. I'm good to go. You wouldn't even know that I had that past if you met me today. However, I need to treat this disease. Now, the disease is a two-part deal. It centers in my mind. So alcohol and drugs was just a symptom. But up here is where the disease is, and I have to do something for it every day. I learned early on in recovery that either I am growing or I am going. I'm either going towards a drink or away from a drink, right? So I also don't necessarily agree with the people that, you know, when I go to a meeting, you know, I say I'm grateful to be sober. I say I'm an alcoholic for the new dude that's coming in the room that is like, whoa, if this dude's an alcoholic and he has this much years of sobriety and he's doing well, then maybe it's okay for me to admit my powerlessness and go forward, if that makes sense at all. So the book says that I am abnormal when it comes to this up here. So on a daily basis, I go to meetings, I reach out to my sponsor, I ask for help. I'm okay with asking for help. And I admit my powerlessness, and I talk to God and I tell him, hey, I surrender to your will for my life today. Teach me, man, you know, direct my thinking, direct my thoughts and all that stuff. So I want to do that because I want to be happy, joyous, and free. Alcohol and drugs will kill me, but alcoholism as a disease wants me so miserable and isolated from my friends and fellows and not fulfilling my purpose. So, you know, I get up in the morning and I remember where I came from, man, and I always want to be able to do that. So I wanted to share that with you guys because we're talking about something that has to do with your brain or your mind and all that stuff. So Magico, so Xtremis Cartel, these are the homies that invented the El Jefe. They got Sueño, they got Demonio coming soon. I will get those reviews out pretty shortly, actually. But this is hands down one of the heavy hitters in the game. This thing has been out for a little while. I'm a little late to getting it in my possession, but I knew, I've seen some reviews, I knew that this puppy was an ultra slapper. And let's freaking talk about it, man. Let's talk about, first of all, let's look at this tub. I love the pink and purple, man. How can you make pink and purple look tough? Leave it up to Xtremis Cartel, man. Look at that. You got the Skull King, whatever you want to call here. I love the shiny gold that's on this, man. So this is cool. All right, so nootropics. We know it's a cognitive enhancer. It's for your brain. It's for focus. It's for memory. It's for learning. It's for energy drink replacements, for caffeine, you know, whatever. Super versatile. I love nootropics. It's become one of my favorite things. I will link down below my other nootropic review. This is my second one for the channel. I'm really grateful I get to deliver this one. So let's talk about some supplement facts. So, all right, sorry. So first, let's talk about the flavor here. So blackberry lemonade, I will tell you guys off the rip, super delicious lemonade flavor, very evident lemony. You do taste the blackberry in there. It is tart, it is sour, and it is nice, dude. It's not offensive. It's not super chemically. It is a really, really good flavor. They always nail it, man. Just like in my El Jefe V2 review, that new cherry flavor they have tastes like some straight juice. Hitter flavor, guys. So, supplement facts. So we do have 1 scoop, 2 scoop thing going on here, and you get a 40-20 in this bad boy. So 2 scoops should yield you 12.1 grams. I will tell you, so in my powder that I do have some tiny little bit of clumping going on. Nothing crazy, like you still use it, and I'm almost actually done with this tub because I've been using this a lot, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But so for me, a heaping scoop of this is only sitting at like 5 grams. So I'm having to do 2 heaping scoops and then sometimes a little bit more just to get that 12, 13 gram thing. So if your powder looks like mine, do that same deal. However, get you a scale. You know, there's a reason to have 1 scoop of this. There's a reason to have 2 scoops of this. But when I'm looking at the label, I want the full dose here. So I weigh it out. So give me 2 heaping scoops. I'm looking at 12, and you know, sometimes it'll hit 13 on there. So, all right. So at the 2 scoop dose, you get, first off the rip, you get L-tyrosine at 5,000 milligrams. That is a crazy high dose. It's going to dial you in. It's going to get you focused. GGH, its new Magico has 4,000 milligrams of L-tyrosine, and I heard that focus is insane. So 5,000 milligrams off the rip. Next, we have acetyl L-carnitine hydrochloride, 1,500 milligrams. Love to see that dose. Studies have shown taking L-carnitine every day can help with pumps. It can help with energy. It can help with fat burning. It does have some nootropic effects too. I see L-carnitine in those Ghost energy drinks. I like L-carnitine when I'm not taking it in a supplement, which I've stopped taking my own version of L-carnitine, which I have with my vitamins, because this has it in it. 1,000 milligrams a day has benefits. 1,500 has benefits. 2,000 has benefits. So I like L-carnitine. It is in my daily routine, whether I'm taking this or not. All right, next we have alpha GPC. What is that? 1,000 milligrams. Dude, I'm just now realizing 1,000 milligrams in this, dude. So no wonder I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. So, you know, even though I'm not training today, before I did this review, I took the full dose so that whatever you're seeing is because of what I'm on right here, man. I'm in the zone, dude. I'm dialed in, ready to do this review for y'all, give you all the goods. I'm pretty pumped. All right, next we have some L-dopa seed, 500 milligrams. So that is a heavy dose. That's going to pair well with some of the other stimulants, some of the other fat burning, some of the other nootropic, whatever. It's going to increase the chance of your dopamine going up. It's a precursor to dopamine and all the feel-good chemicals in your brain. I love it, man. I don't see that in a lot of other nootropics. Next, we have citicoline, CDP choline, 500 milligrams. So that is going to help with the uptake of choline in your brain. Acetylcholine in your brain is going to add to more focus, more cognitive benefits, help with learning, help with memory. Next, we have the Cognac Coffee Arabica fruit extract, 200 milligrams. So another obvious nootropic thing, help with some energy, get the brain pumping, all that good stuff. Next, we have Huperzine A at 30 milligrams, so a high dose of that. I love to see that. It's in a lot of pre-workouts. It's going to help with cognitive benefits, going to help with focus, going to help with mental clarity. It's going to pair well with the L-dopa. It's going to pair well with the other stimulants that are in here as well. So next we have Vincamine, another trademarked ingredient, Vincamine at 20 milligrams. So I looked that one up. That is going to help with cognitive enhancement. It's going to help with focus. It's going to help with memory. It's going to help with mental clarity, and it's going to help with learning. So this is a really, obviously you want to take a nootropic, maybe you got some studying going on, maybe you're about to go to work, whatever. So that is a good ingredient to put in your body. Next we have pregnenolone at 10 milligrams. All right, so that's the Magico Focus Matrix. Then we go into the Magico Energy Matrix. Now this, I believe, is what sets this apart from the other nootropics that I have tried, and even that Nova Farm one that I reviewed. This has some stems in it. Let's talk about it. So 2 scoops, you're getting 300 milligrams of theobromine. So for me, that's an Xtremis Cartel dose. trademark deal. I believe El Jefe V2 has 500 milligrams. Let me tell you, I take stims all the time. I take pre-workouts all the time. If you give me good source theobromine, I feel it, dude. Give me the nootropic, give me the physical energy, give me the alertness and all that stuff. Ton of benefits from that, and that is a super heavy dose. Next, we have caffeine anhydrous, 250 milligrams. So that is gonna pair with that theobromine. Great dose. A lot of energy drinks only have 200 milligrams. The Ghost and stuff can have 300 milligrams. I love to see that. Next, we have the Infinergy dicaffeine malate at 200 milligrams. So that's going to give you 75% of that. Haven't done the math yet, but let's just say plenty of energy in this bad boy. Plenty of energy for a nootropic. This is pushing stim junkie level at 2 scoops. And I will tell you guys, we're talking the 2 scoop dose because I have not tried this at 1 scoop. I do know a homie. It's actually my buddy Ace. He said he tries it. He's tried it at 1 scoop to play video games. I'm sure it's a hitter on that level, especially if it's later in the day. I mean, I don't want to be dosing all this caffeine at 2 scoops, at nighttime or whatever it is. I like my sleep. I like my rest. So, all right, next we have the Magico Absorption Matrix, Bioperine, black pepper extract at 5 milligrams. Make sure you get all the goodies in this bad boy here. So, stacked label, lots of trademark stuff. On here, it is claiming you're gonna be super creative, you're gonna have forever energy, you're gonna have laser focus, and there's not gonna be a crash. So honestly, when it comes to Xtremis Cartel and they claim these bad boys here, honestly, I trust them. So let me tell y'all how this hits, when to take it, how I take it, and the benefits from it. So I'm gonna go all the way back to the very first time I took this, which was actually a couple of weeks ago. And sad day. I wanna show you all the scooper too. Really small scooper on it, which I really like. You get that 5-6 gram, whatever. So I took this for the first time a few weeks ago. It was a Sunday morning. I had a long day ahead of me. I was about to go to church and then I had to go to work afterwards. Bro, without my tolerance being assessed to these ingredients, it slapped me in such a way. It was physical energy off the rip is what I got. The caffeine anhydrous kicks in, the Infinergy, all that, the dicaffeine malate to kind of sustain it, but the theobromine paired with it, it was pushing a jittery physical energy, but not so much to where it was like, whoa, this is too much, I'm shaking, I am actually jittery. It is, I will say this, it's my jam. I'm on it right now. I've been taking it off and on throughout the week, maybe 3 times a week for the past few weeks since I've got this bad boy. Stim junkie nootropic. That's what I'm gonna say. Obviously the focus is there, but again, back to my first experience with it. So the physical energy kicked in first for me, and then right around the 15-20 minute mark, that's when the obvious nootropic, the mental focus, the head high will come in. Which I really love because a lot of times I'm taking this nootropic in particular, first thing in the morning, as I'm getting ready to go to work and I got a long day ahead of me, whatever. I want some caffeine because normally what I would do is I would drink a cup of coffee or I would have an energy drink or whatever. So I'm really glad the caffeine is well sourced, the theobromine is well sourced, and that Infinergy is gonna make it last really, really long. You definitely, the L-tyrosine, the alpha GPC, and all the nootropic blend obviously is the star of the show. This, and with the L-dopa, after you get the physical energy, you get this dialed in, I know, okay, I gotta do this today, I gotta do that today. Let me make a list of all my tasks, and you are just ready to freaking slay the day. That's the best part of it. There's not really like a highness to it. I'm not gonna say there's any sort of euphoria whatsoever, but it puts you the perfect amount of energy, especially if you're a stim junkie. It may be too strong for some because of the theobromine and the caffeine and all that, but it puts you in such a good headspace. I'm not gonna necessarily say it makes you feel creative or think out of the box or whatever, but if you're trying to shake off a grogginess feeling, if you're trying to shake off a, man, I didn't get enough sleep or whatever, this is the puppy for you, dude. The L-tyrosine, the alpha GPC, you are dialed in, you're ready to go. You're clicking tasks off your list way quicker than you normally would. I will say that you do get that mental clarity, and the L-dopa that is in this does give you that. The head high is there, the mood elevation is there, and you just feel good about, this. I'm glad I took this instead of a energy drink or some coffee. And the best part about it, I would say, just like it says on the label, there's not a crash to it. It's not a, 12 p.m., man, I got to redose some caffeine. This thing is strong, so be careful for sure. Stim junkie, you're going to be in the zone. Your focus is going to last. It helps with sociability too. Like if you work at a job where you have, you got to communicate with a lot of people. I run 30 employees and it's a restaurant, so there's going to be customers in there at all times. Good for studying, good for playing video games, good if you got to go make a schedule for your job or whatever it is. Anything you need to be productive for, whatever, this is going to get the job done. And it sustains itself for hours. Like I don't even know when it drops off, but I will say if you take it in the morning, you won't have any issues sleeping at night, at least for me. I would not recommend taking this every single day, but I did reach out to the owner and he was like, bro, there's no risk of taking it every day and putting this stuff in your body. So super clean ingredients, super good source stuff. You feel awesome on it. Their energy lasts forever. And what I like about it is I take 2 scoops of this, heaping whatever, and I don't have to sip on caffeine throughout the day, man. I take this in the morning. I'm in the zone all freaking day. The pistons are firing. Mood elevation is there. Not crazy. I'm not going to say like euphoria or super highness, but you just feel good about the task at hand. So I'm going to link this down below. If you like what I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna put you a discount code down below as well so you can buy this, save a little bit of cheddar cheese. I love each and every one of you. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Remember, get pumped, not drunk.